young boy in Bahia Blanca, Argentina, deemed too slow to make it big, to becoming Inter Milan's all-time leading scorer in the UEFA Champions League. This is the story of Lautaro Martínez, a relentless striker who defied the odds, silenced the doubters, and carved his name into football history as a true contender for the title of Champions League GOAT. Buckle up, because this journey is one of grit, goals, and glory. Humble beginnings. Lautaro Javier Martínez was born on August 22, 1997, in Bahia Blanca, a port city in Argentina, far from the glitz of Buenos Aires. Growing up in a working-class family, football was more than a game. It was a way of life. His father, Mario, a former footballer himself, introduced Lautaro to the sport early, but the road wasn't paved with gold. As a kid, Lautaro was passionate, but faced a recurring critique. He was too slow. Scouts and coaches at local clubs often overlooked him, favoring faster, flashier talents. Yet, what he lacked in raw pace, he made up for in heart, intelligence, and an uncanny knack for finding the back of the net. At 15, Lautaro joined the Youth Academy of Liniers, a local club, before catching the eye of Racing Club, one of Argentina's storied teams. His time at Racing's academy was transformative. Coaches began to see something special, a striker who could read the game like a veteran, position himself perfectly, and strike with venom. But the too slow label lingered. Critics argued he'd never compete with the elite, those lightning-fast forwards dominating Europe's top leagues. Lautaro, however, wasn't listening. He was too busy scoring. By 2015, at just 17, he made his senior debut for Racing Club. His first goal came in 2016, and from there, he exploded. In the 2016-17 Argentine Primera Division, Lautaro scored 9 goals in 23 matches, showcasing a blend of physicality, finishing, and work rate that belied his age. His nickname, El Toro, the Bull, began to stick, a nod to his powerful frame and relentless drive. By 2018, he'd racked up 27 goals in 60 appearances for Racing, earning a call-up to Argentina's national team and catching the attention of Europe's biggest clubs. The move to Inter Milan. In July 2018, Inter Milan paid 22.7 million euros to bring the 20-year-old striker to Italy. Serie A was a different beast, tactically demanding, physically grueling, and unforgiving for newcomers. Many young South American talents had crumbled under the pressure, but Lautaro was different. He arrived with a chip on his shoulder and a point to prove. His first season at Inter, under coach Luciano Spalletti, was a learning curve. He scored 9 goals across all competitions, a respectable tally for a debutant, but faced skepticism. Italian pundits echoed the old critique, too slow for Europe's elite. Yet those who watched closely saw a player adapting rapidly. Lautaro's movement off the ball, his ability to hold up play, and his aerial prowess were already turning heads. He wasn't just a goal scorer, he was a leader, a fighter who embodied Inter's gritty ethos. The 2019-20 season marked a turning point. With Antonio Conte now at the helm, Inter paired Lautaro with Romelu Lukaku, forming one of Europe's most lethal strike partnerships. Their chemistry was electric. Lukaku's power complemented Lautaro's guile. That season, Lautaro scored 21 goals in 49 appearances, helping Inter finish second in Serie A and reach the UEFA Europa League final. His performances earned praise from none other than Lionel Messi, who called him spectacular and predicted a bright future. But it was in the UEFA Champions League where Lautaro began to rewrite his narrative. In the 2019-20 group stage, he scored against Barcelona at the Camp Nou, outmuscling defenders and rifling a shot past Marc-André ter Stegen. Though Inter didn't advance, that goal was a statement. Lautaro Martínez belonged on the biggest stage, breaking through in Europe. The 2022-23 Champions League campaign was Lautaro's coming-of-age moment. Inter, under Simone Inzaghi, were underdogs, but Lautaro was their talisman. He scored 5 goals in the tournament, including a crucial strike against Benfica in the quarterfinals and a match winner against AC Milan in the semi-finals. His relentless pressing, intelligent runs, and clutch finishing propelled Inter to the final against Manchester City. In Istanbul, Lautaro came agonizingly close to glory. His header in the second half forced a world-class save from Ederson. And though Inter fell 1-0, Lautaro's performance was a masterclass. He'd gone toe-to-toe with the best and held his own. At 25, he was no longer too slow. He was Inter's captain, their heartbeat, and a Champions League star. That season, Lautaro became Inter's all-time leading scorer in the Champions League with 18 goals, surpassing legends like Alessandro Altobelli. He also set a club record by scoring in 5 consecutive Champions League matches, a feat that put him in the same conversation as Cristiano Ronaldo and Robert Lewandowski. La Gazzetta dello Sport posed a question that echoed across Europe. Are there really that many forwards better than Lautaro? The 2024 to 2025 season, the GOAT conversation. Fast forward to the 2024 2024 to 2025 season, and Lautaro Martínez was rewriting the record books. By April 2025, he'd scored 8 goals in 11 Champions League matches, boasting the best minute-per-goal ratio in the competition at 1 goal every 81 minutes, better than Lewandowski and Rafinha. His 150th goal for Inter came against Bayern Munich in a thrilling 2-2 draw, securing a 4-3 aggregate victory in the quarterfinals. That strike, a powerful finish from a corner, was dubbed worth more by Lautaro himself, a testament to its significance. UEFA technical observer Rafa Benitez lauded Lautaro's complete game, highlighting his work rate, leadership, and clinical finishing. He was named Player of the Match against Bayern, a performance that saw him outshine Harry Kane and inspire Inter to their second semi-final in 3 seasons. His goals against Borussia Dortmund and Bayern earlier in the campaign further cemented his reputation as a big game player. But tragedy struck in the semi-final first leg against Barcelona on April 30th, 2025. Lautaro suffered a hamstring injury, forcing him off at halftime in a 3-3 thriller. Inter confirmed a flexor muscle injury in his left thigh, casting doubt on his availability for the second leg. Coach Simone Inzaghi called it extremely unlikely that Lautaro would recover in time, a blow to Inter's hopes of reaching another final. Despite the setback, Lautaro's impact was undeniable. He'd scored 21 goals and provided 6 assists across all competitions that season, earning comparisons to the game's greatest strikers. Former Racing scout Diego Huerta argued that Lautaro's lack of global spotlight was due to playing in Serie A rather than the Premier League, but his numbers spoke for themselves. With 21 Champions League goals by age 27, he was on pace to challenge the all-time greats. Why the GOAT conversation? So, what makes Lautaro a contender for the Champions League GOAT title? It's not just about goals, though his tally is staggering. It's his ability to deliver in the clutch. From his equalizer against Bayern to his screamer against Benfica, Lautaro thrives when the stakes are highest. His versatility sets him apart. He's a poacher, a playmaker, a presser, and a leader. As Inter's captain, he wears the armband with pride, rallying his team through adversity. Compare him to the traditional GOATs, Ronaldo, Messi, Raul, or Benzema, and Lautaro holds his own. Ronaldo's raw goal scoring is unmatched, but Lautaro's all-around game mirrors Benzema's. Messi's genius is untouchable, yet Lautaro's work rate and defensive contributions add a different dimension. At 27, he's entering his prime, with years to climb the Champions League scoring charts. Critics still point to his lack of a Champions League trophy, a fair argument, but Inter's 2023 final run showed he's not far off. If he leads Inter to glory in 2025 or beyond, his case will be undeniable. Even Lionel Messi, who once teased Lautaro about joining Barcelona, has called him one of the world's best. Overcoming the too slow label, Lautaro's journey is a testament to resilience. The too slow critique haunted him from Bahia Blanca to Milan, but he turned it into fuel. He worked tirelessly on his positioning, honing his ability to anticipate plays and exploit half spaces. His low center of gravity and brute strength made him a nightmare for defenders, even without blistering pace. Watch him against Bayern or Barcelona. He doesn't need to outrun anyone, he outthinks them. Off the pitch, Lautaro's mentality is his superpower. He's spoken openly about the sacrifices he made, leaving Argentina at 20 to chase his dream. His family, wife Agustina and children Nina and Theo, keep him grounded. After his 150th goal for Inter, he dedicated it to his fans and teammates, a reminder of his humility. The road ahead. As of May 2025, Lautaro's future is uncertain. His injury clouds Inter's Champions League hopes, but his legacy is secure. If he recovers, he could lead Inter to their first European title since 2010. If not, his 2024-25 campaign, 8 Champions League goals, a semi-final berth, and a record-breaking minute-per-goal ratio still marks him as elite. Beyond club football, Lautaro's role with Argentina grows. A 2022 World Cup winner, he's poised to be a focal point at the 2026 tournament. His 21 international goals by age 27 suggest he could challenge Gabriel Batistuta's record. Lautaro Martinez's story isn't finished, but it's already legendary. From a kid doubted for his speed to a Champions League record breaker, he's proven that heart, brains, and grit can outshine raw talent. Whether he lifts the Champions League trophy or not, El Toro has charged into football's pantheon. So, is he the GOAT? Maybe not yet, but he's closer than you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Lautaro Martinez's rise, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more football stories. Drop a comment. Do you think Lautaro is a Champions League GOAT contender? Let's talk. Until next time, stay passionate and keep loving the beautiful game.